Good morning everyone. I am Akila, Assistant Professor in EIE Department from Vignan Institute of Technology and Science. In previous class we discussed about the transistor operation. Actually transistors are two types, NPN and PNP transistors. Already explained the operation of NPN and PNP transistors. Okay, so today we have to discuss about the configuration of transistor. Okay, so basically transistor has three terminals. The three terminals are emitter, base, collector. Okay, depends on the three terminals, transistor can configurize into three types. That is the common base configuration, common emitter configuration, common collector configuration. Okay, so now we discuss about common emitter configuration. See here, this is circuit diagram of common base configuration. So here common base, so base is connected to common. So here the input terminal is the emitter terminal, collector terminal is a output terminal. Okay, so base is connected to ground here. So the base is common here. That's why it's called as a common base configuration. Okay, so here input terminal is a emitter terminal, output terminal is a collector terminal. Clear? So input terminal is a emitter terminal. So what is the input current? Input current is IE. Output terminal is a collector terminal. That is the IC. So input circuit is connected in between emitter and base junction, and output circuit is connected in between collector and base junction. Two junctions now, emitter base junction, collector base junction. Okay, the complete input circuit is connected in between emitter and base junction, output circuit connected in between collector and base junction. Okay, so here the input current is the IE, output current is IC. Next, what is the input voltage? This voltage in between emitter and base, that is the input voltage. VBE is the input voltage. What is the output voltage? So output connected in between collector and base terminal na. So the output voltage is VCB. Input voltage is VBE, output voltage is VCB. Clear? Okay, so see here this picture, both are same here. So here how many junctions are there? Two junctions, emitter base junction, collector base junctions. Okay, so if the transistor operates in active region, so the two junctions, emitter base junction is in forward bias region, collector base junction in reverse bias region. So what is mean by forward biasing? Forward biasing is nothing but anode terminal is connected to positive terminal, cathode terminal is connected to negative terminal. Okay, that is the forward biasing. See here, P, this one is both are NPN transistor type. So NPN. So here cathode terminal is emitter terminal, anode terminal is a base terminal here for the first junction. That is emitter base junction. That is also called as emitter junction. So in the emitter junction here, this is NP type. So N is nothing but cathode terminal. So cathode is connected to negative terminal. So P is connected to positive terminal of the battery. So this emitter base junction is connected in forward bias. Next, collector base junction is in reverse bias. Collector base junction is reverse bias. So see here this PN, this collector base junction is also called as collector junction. Okay, so here the P is connected to negative terminal, N is connected to positive terminal, so it is a reverse bias. Is it clear? This is the common base configuration circuit diagram. Next, so here we know the what is the input current IE, output current I, output current is IC. That common terminal is the base terminal and base current is IB here. Already we know the we learn in the operation of the NPN transistor. So what is the input current? Input current is equal to, that is the emitter current is equal to base current plus collector current. Okay, so the input current is equal to base current plus collector current. So before we are going to the input characteristics and output characteristics of common base configuration, first of all we will learn about the current amplification factor. So see here, first current amplification factor of common base configuration. First of all, current amplification factor is nothing but a ratio of output current to the input current. Ratio of output current to the input current is nothing but current amplification factor. So already you see in the picture, that is the configuration of common base. So in the common base configuration, what is the output current? Collector current is the output current and the emitter current is the input current. Thus the ratio of change in emitter current to the collector current at a constant collector base voltage, that is collector base voltage is nothing but output voltage only. Okay, so ratio of output current, change in output current to the change in input current at a constant output voltage is known as current amplification factor of common base configuration. It is denoted as alpha. Okay, so here current amplification factor alpha is nothing but change in output current to the change in input current at a constant output voltage, that is the collector to base voltage, is known as current amplification factor. It is denoted as alpha. So this alpha is nothing but output current. Change in output current is IC, delta IC by change in input current delta IE at constant output voltage, that is VCBO. Sorry, VCB is equal to 0 here. And this is about current amplification factor of common base configuration. Now, so here delta IC is the change in collector current, that is output current. So delta IE is the change in the emitter current, that is the input current at constant VCB. So now we know this equation. We know this equation. Input current, that is the IE is equal to IC plus IB. Base current plus collector current. So apply change here. So that is change in IE is equal change in IC plus change in IB. So for this equation, divide delta IE both sides, both LHS and RHS side, divide with delta IE. So delta IE by delta IE is equal delta IC by delta IE plus delta IB by delta IC. So here 1 is equal delta IC by delta IE. That is the change in output current to the change in input current is current amplification factor alpha plus delta IB by delta IE. So from this alpha is equal 1 minus delta IB by delta IE. Okay, so now in the above equation, if the input current is 0, then what happens? If the input current is 0, then still a small current flows in the output circuit, that is the collector circuit, is called as a leakage current. Leakage current. So how it is possible? If the input current is 0, how we can get the output current? Due to barrier potential of the junction. Barrier potential of the junction, small current flows in the collector circuit, that is the output circuit, that is called as a leakage current. Okay, this leakage current is represented by ICBO. ICBO, that is collector base current. Collector base current with the emitter circuit is open. With emitter circuit is open. So input current is 0 is nothing but the junction is in that is in reverse bias only na. Input PN junction diode is input diode is reverse bias only. That's why it is open. The open is nothing but does not flow any current here. So that is when the input current is 0 also, we can get some current flow in the output circuit. That current is called as a leakage current. that is represented as ICBO, that is the collector base current with the emitter circuit is open. Okay, so then finally the collector current is denoted as, that is IC is equal alpha IE plus ICBO. So here the leakage current is also abbreviated as ICO, that is the collector current with emitter circuit is open. So ICO, ICBO both are same only. Is it clear? So this is the leakage current in the common base configuration. Okay, see here this shows the common base configuration. So this one is a practical circuit. Okay, practical circuit here. So common base here. So base is connected to ground here. So emitter is the input terminal, collector is the output terminal. So this is the supply voltage to both side, input side and output side. So here the emitter base junction is a forward bias now. So this is a NPN. So NPN here. So this junction is a forward bias. So emitter terminal is connected to, that is the N terminal is connected to negative terminal, P terminal is connected to positive terminal of the battery. And here the input current is the IE and input voltage is the VEB. Input current is the, input voltage is the VEB. It is in between emitter terminal and base terminal. So VEB. Next, what is the output current? Output current is the IC and output voltage is the VCB in between collector and base terminal. So here this supply voltage. So RPS voltage, these two are regulated power supply voltages. Okay. So in this is a practical circuit diagram. So it is what here, collector base junction is a reverse bias. So PN. So P is connected to negative terminal of the battery, N is connected to positive terminal of the battery. Okay, this is a practical circuit diagram. So like this we are connected in labs. Okay. So see here, this is the input characteristics. Configuration is nothing but what? We have to find out the characteristics, input characteristic and output characteristics of common base circuit. Okay, see here, input characteristics we can draw in between input voltage and output voltage. Input voltage and output voltage. See here this NP. So it is in forward bias direction only now. What happened in the forward bias diode characteristics? In the forward bias characteristics of diode. So when we are increasing the voltage, output voltage is also increased here. So see here, it is like a forward bias characteristics of PN junction diode. Okay, so see here, then what happened in the circuit? So when we have calculating the input characteristics, so the output voltage kept constant. Okay, when we have calculating the characteristics of input for any characteristics, common emitter, common collector, for any characteristics of input, so here output voltage kept constant. So what is the output voltage in the common base? VCB. So the output voltage kept constant. Initially the output voltage is VCB is equal 0. Okay, so then you have to vary the input voltage, then you can get the output voltage. So you can draw the characteristics in between VB and IC when the output voltage is 0 here. Okay, so again if we are increasing this reverse voltage, that is the output voltage, then what happened? Junction width is decreased now. So which junction? Collector junction width is decreased is nothing but base width is decreased here. Okay, base width is decreased here. Then more current produced in the circuit. So see here, when we are increasing this voltage, see here this is the VCB is 0 volts. When 0 volts we can get this dipole voltage, this waveform. When we are increasing the input voltage, we can get the input current also. So input current is also increased like this. So when the output voltage is increased, junction width is decreased, that is the collector junction width is decreased, that is nothing but base width is decreased here. base width is decreased. Complete depletion penetrates to base side. So what happened? Base width is decreased here. Base width decrease is nothing but we can get more current. So see here, this waveform shifted to left side. Okay, if we are increasing again, we are increasing the output voltage, again this waveform shifted to left side here. Again we can get more current. Okay, for the small voltages only, for small applied voltages only we can get the current here. So this this is the input characteristics of common base configuration. So here the important point is what here? So when we have calculating the input characteristics, output voltage kept constant, then by varying the input voltage you can note down the values of input current, that is the emitter current. Okay, this is the input characteristics of common base configuration. Next, see here, from this waveform, that is from this waveform we can calculate the input resistance. From the Ohm's law we know the input resistance. Now what is the formula of resistance? Ratio of voltage to the current here. So see here, what is here when we have giving the input voltage, that is the VEB, change in VEB to the change in IE. This is the formula of input resistance. So normally from the Ohm's law, resistance is nothing but voltage by current, ratio of voltage to the current. So here what is the input voltage here? VEB. Okay, for example, particularly if we are taking any point here, so here we have to take the change in input to the change in output. Okay, this is nothing but input resistance of the common base configuration. Okay, so now this shows the output characteristics of common base configuration. Okay, so for the output characteristics, output characteristic is nothing but in this side we have to calculate the output characteristics. So output characteristics you can draw in between output voltage and output current. For the calculating of output characteristics, you have to kept the input current is constant. Kept input current is constant. So see here, input current is, when the input current is 0 milliamperes. So for the 0 volts, if we are applying any voltage, if we are not applying any voltage also, we can get the current here. See here, if we are giving the 0 volts, we can get current here. See here, current is constant. Okay, so if we are increasing the current is also increased. If we are increasing the input current, output current is also increased here. This is the output characteristics of common base configuration. So here nothing is there. Common base configuration in output. Output characteristics of common base configuration is nothing but, so here we have to calculate the characteristics in between output voltage and output current. Output voltage and output current when the input current is constant. When the input current is constant. So here what is the input current? Emitter current is the constant. Okay. Then we have to calculate the output voltage and output current. Okay. This shows the characteristics of common base configuration here. See here, if we are not giving any input voltage, that output voltage VCB, we can get the current. So from this we can say that that is output current is independent of output voltage here. Output current is independent of output voltage, but it depends on input current. When we are changing the input, output current is also changed here. This is nothing but current amplification factor only, na? Change in output current to the change in input current. Ratio of change in output current to the change in input current. Okay. So in the output characteristics, collector current does not depends on output voltage. Okay. Without giving any output voltage, we can get the current here. Okay, so it is a constant. This is the output characteristics of common base configuration. From this we can calculating the output resistance also. So here output resistance is nothing but what? Output voltage by output current. So here change in output voltage to the change in output current. For example, if we are taking any particular 2 points, that is a change in output voltage. In y-axis current, change in output current. So delta VCB by delta IC. This is the output resistance of common base configuration. Next, from this we can say that two important points are there, that is the early effect and punch through effect. So here the early effect is nothing but what here? Nothing but here, if the base region is lightly doped na, as compared to collector region. Is it clear? We know already. The base region is a lightly doped region, collector region is a moderately doped region. Okay, so the base region is lightly doped than compared to the collector region. So then what happened, if we are increasing the output voltage, then the what happened, depletion region penetrates more into the base region side, less into the collector region side. Then what happened, as a result, the base width will decreases. Base width will decreases. Already base width is very less. Why? Because it is a lightly doped region. The width is very less. It's approximately equal to 10 power minus 6 meters. Okay. If we are giving the voltages, apply voltage to the collector junction, then what happen? The junction width decreases here towards the base side. So the width of base region decreases. Okay, this depends on base width and the output voltage is known as early effect. Clear? So if the output voltage increases, the base width decreases. That is, the dependency of base width on the output voltage is known as early effect. Okay, if we are increasing the output voltage more and more, then what happens? Junction width completely, that base width completely disappear here. Then what happens? Breakdown occurs here. Okay, so see here. So if the output voltage applied to collector base junction is highly increased, the base width may be reduced to 0. Then what happens? Causes the voltage breakdown in the transistor. This phenomenon is known as punch through or reach through effect. Is it clear? So the base width is depends on the dependence on the output voltage is nothing but early effect. If we are increasing the output voltage for high level, then what happens? Complete base width will disappear here. Then voltage breakdown occurs in this region. Okay, that this effect is nothing but this phenomenon is known as punch through or reach through effect. So see here in this picture, see here, this early effect shown in this picture, early effect and punch through. See here, this is the output voltage VCB now. So if we are giving this voltage VCB is increased, then what happens? The junction width increased here. This is a collector junction, this is the emitter junction now. Collector junction width increased here. Collector junction increased is nothing but the width of the base is decreased here. Okay, these electrons were induced to this side only. So what happened here? This junction width is decreased here. This width is dependency of this VCB is known as early effect. Okay, again this voltage increasing more and more. Then what happened? This junction is disappear here. Junction is disappear. Breakdown occurs here. Breakdown occurs in this junction. Then this phenomenon is known as punch through effect or reach through effect. Okay, this is about the common base configuration. Here we have seen that what input characteristic and output characteristics of common base. Okay, so here some important problems are there with the common base configuration. So this type of problems are asking in previous question papers. So see here, in a common base connection, input voltage is input current. So a common base configuration, what is the input terminal? Emitter is the input terminal, collector is the output terminal. So input current and output current as given. Calculate the value of base current. So already we know this equation, IE is equal to IB plus IC. From this equation we have to calculate IB. So IE is given 12 milliamperes, IC is 0.95, then IB is equal to 1 minus 0.95, that is 0.05 milliamperes. Next, second problem, see here. In a common base connection, current amplification factor is 0.9. Current amplification factor is nothing but what? Beta only. So beta is given if the emitter current is 1 milliamperes, okay, to determine the value of base current. So what they are given here, current amplification factor beta and the emitter current is given, that is the IE is given. Now you have to calculate the base current. So already know the formula of current amplification factor, that is alpha is equal IC by IE. Okay, so that is the output current to the input current. So from this equation we don't know the output current IC, we know only input current. So from this IC is equal to alpha IE. So alpha is 0.9 and IE is 1 milliamperes. We get 0.9 milliamperes. And next the current relationship in between three terminals is IE is equal to IB plus IC. From this we have to calculate the IB. IB is equal to IE minus IC, that is 1 minus 0.9, that is 0.1 milliamperes. Okay. Third question, see here. In a common base connection, alpha value is given, that is 0.95. Next, the voltage drop across 2 kilo ohms, 2 kilo ohm resistance which is connected in the collector is 12 volts. That is the output voltage is given. Find the base current. Okay. So the voltage drop across RC is 2 volts. Resistance is given, voltage is given. Then you have to find out the current now from the Ohm's law. So that is IC is equal, I is equal, V is equal to I and I is equal V by R, that is 2 volts by 2 kilo ohms from this 1 milliamperes, and alpha is equal IC by IE, current amplification factor. So from this you have to calculate IE. So from this again using the relationship IE is equal to IB plus IC. Now from this you have to calculate IB value also. Okay, this is the common base configuration. In this we have to calculate the input characteristics, output characteristics, and some simple problems also. Okay, this is about common base configuration. In next class we will discuss about common emitter configuration. Okay, thank you.